Today I'm going to teach you how to price a standard fence and also work out the linear meter. So a friend of mine has asked me to give a quote for a fence for his parents. Now we know this day and age, traveling to site can cost, you know, a bit of money and stuff, especially, even when you give out the quote and you don't get the job. So what I do to just to help speed things along is normally I would go to Google Earth, and here I've already preset I've already set it up for you guys. So go to Google Earth, and this is the address here. So if we zoom in, and it asked me to provide a quote. So as soon as you go in through the fence, it's the fence on the right hand side. So it'll be this side here where my cursor is. Now I can't really see any real indicative lines or where the boundary lines are and stuff. So I can't tell if it's here, but also you can see there's a sleep out or something here at the back. So I'm assuming that the fence line's actually going to end right here, somewhere there. But the actual boundary line probably ends over here where these bushes are. We can go to another website called homes.co.nz, and you can actually see here that, the boundary line ends right on that angle. So what I'm going to do is use this tool here, and this measures the distance. And what I'm going to do is I can see the existing line of the front fence starts somewhere around here. So I'm going to click there, and I'm going to drag my cursor all the way to about out here where I can see. So 52.71. If I double click, it will give me the length. So I'm going to round it up to 53 to be sure. Sorry. So here we can see this is what the fence on the left hand side looks like inside the property. And what they wanted me to do is replicate this on the right hand side. So you can see here we've got this is the palings. We're going to be using 150 by 25, I think it is. The posts are 100 by 100, and then the rails here are 100 by 50. They've attached the rails here on the outside, but in this case what I'm going to do is just butt the rails in between the posts. The normal spacing of these posts and stuff are about, it's up to you. Generally they say not to space it more than 2 meters, as these rails can be quite wonky or not straight when they're too long. So I like to go with about 1500. So we'll go to my spreadsheet where I've worked out most of the workings for you. Here we go. So here, as you can see in the top there, I've named, you've got the materials, the quantity of the materials. UOM is the unit of measurement, so how we measure them, whether it's in meters or or we're doing a lump sum, or here we've got the rate, the total, I've put here notes just some important things to know, or how we worked out certain things. And then I've got the formula. That's an extra. I don't really need that. And here I've also dotted down how long the fence is to be, 53 meters, and we're going for a standard 1.8. So if we look at our posts, I've got here, and I've dotted, I've written in full description that it's 100 by 100. The treatment is to be H4. I really should have put RS, which stands for rough sawn. I've got about 111 meters here. Now, these posts, because it's a 1.8 meter high fence, that 1.8 meter plus generally add another 600 mils is about 2.4. But the thing is, sometimes you're never going to know whether you come across, you won't come across good soil, so you might have to dig a lot deeper. So I generally like to go a little bit longer. So I'm going to get 3 meter posts. And how I came up with 37 is I converted that 53 meters into a millimeter, which is 53,000, and I divided it by the centers of the post, which gives me 1500. Then, if we sorry, just a sec. Where are we? Yeah, just a sec. Let's go into figure out how I. So I will take this down now. As I was saying, if we divide that 53,000 by 1500 centers, we get 35. So you round it up to 36, because you can't have 35 posts and a bit. So you round up to 36, and you add 1, which comes up to 37. Cool. The rails are 100 by 50, H4 treatment, also rough sawn. And we've got 175 here. And I think what I did was just multiplied the length, 53 meters times 3. Obviously you can see there's a rail at the top, the bottom, and the middle. The palings, I took the 53,000 and I divided it by the width of one paling, which is 150. So I've got 100 there. Let me just correct that. Fixings for the rails, I'm going to use a 90mm galvanized. And for one pack of 1,000, it's about $150 for one pack. Fixings for the palings. Now, normally the fixings for the palings is you have 2 shots of nails at the top, 2 shots at the bottom, 2 shots in the middle. So that's 6 nails per paling. So if you times however many palings we've got, 360 by 6, we come up to 2,160 nails. So for one box, it's about 250, and we're going to need 3 of them. And for this one here, I'm just going to put down, I'll be using 50mm SS, which is stainless steel ring heads. Paslow, that's the brand. concrete for the posts. We had something like 3 cubes or something like that. I'll have another video describing how to calculate how much concrete to go into a post. So it's about 400 a cube. Yeah, so 400 times 4, you come up $1,600 over here. The braces for the posts, roughly put here a lump sum of $200. Take screws for the braces, got another lump sum for about $300. Carpentry labor, now it's going to take me 2 guys. I've put here 4 days, quite generous, $45 each, so that's $90. So that 90 times 36, and I get 3,240. And obviously we're going to just skip in to get rid of the old fence. Comes out to about 550, and we're going to need one of those. Now the subtotal of all of that comes up to about 10,215. My builder's margin, which is 10% of the total project, is $1,021.50. So in total, it's going to cost me $11,236.50. Now, if you want to work out the linear meter, or if someone asks you, what is your linear meter, then what you do is you take this total amount here and you divide it by the length of the fence, which means it's going to cost about $212.01 per meter. Yeah. Another thing to add to that is it's good to learn all the different Excel formulas. So everything here is all I've used formulas and stuff. So for instance, let's delete this. What I want to do is multiply the quantity by the rate over here. So what I do is the formula for that is equal, and I would select this box times this box, and it will, you can see it's about 1110. So for instance, if we needed 200 meters, you could see that everything will change, right? So yeah, so just change. I can show you another a video of how to add in all those different formulas. Yeah, I hope you learned something here, and yeah, see you in the next video.